folks, this is a showdown encircled on the calendar as number one goes on the road to face a top 10 team. Welcome to Athens, Georgia. We are between the hedges at Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Georgia Bulldogs. For Relay Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Roomstreet. Let's get this thing underway. Bulldogs will kick this away to start us off. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. First play looking to throw it. Here's a throw underneath to the back. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down like that.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All he could do is throw it to his back and loss of yards. Now you're behind the sticks.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Receiver makes the catch. Oh, and now he fumbles the ball. Oh, and they pick it up. It's still a live ball.
Wow, the defense makes a huge play. They were able to poke the ball away from the receiver, but the offense was quicker to get to the ball, so they retained possession.
The guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll run it from the gun. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. Both teams sort of sparring in the early going, what we expect to be a really competitive top 10 showdown here mid-season.
Yeah, mid-season games like this are so exciting because you think you know who these teams are, and after today we'll have a much better idea. The team that plays mistake-free is going to be able to get out of here with a win.
Finds room at the 30. Will not be brought down. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
And the Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Here's the option play. The back's got it on the pitch. A quick juke. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
That's a great read here by this quarterback to be able to get the ball out to his back and let him do the work. And you know this defense now, next time they see the same formation, probably going to be aware of the pitch. Don't be surprised if the quarterback keeps it himself for a big gain as well.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Now, to me, it looked like that receiver maybe tipped his hand on this out route. The corner does a nice job of breaking on the ball. Receiver needs to be sharper on those if he want to have any success against this secondary.
And it's a direct snap. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
Chris, it's early in this football game, but the defense had a golden opportunity to come up with a stop, and they allow him to run the football on him to get the 1st down, and now it's 1st and goal. Missed a golden opportunity. Let's see how they respond.
No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Well, that start could not have gone any better, Kurt.
Well, Chris, as you know, it's always huge for an offense's confidence to score on the opening drive. Most times, coordinators are just kind of feeling the defense out, giving them a lot of different formations, kind of see how they react. To get points on the board, man, that's a huge plus.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The tight end goes in motion before the snap. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Great cut there. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
Boy, great patience and acceleration to be able to pick up this first down by this back from Georgia. You think of Georgia backs, you think about Herschel Walker right away, right? Sonny Michel, Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, Noshawn Marino. I mean, the list goes on and on of great Georgia backs.
Quarterback keeps the football. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Well, if there's a silver lining for the defense, at least this quarterback didn't get out and gash him for a first down. But now they've got options coming up here. I wouldn't be surprised to see if they go back to him again.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Francis. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Handoff here from the shotgun. He's past the marker and still going. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball to 44.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Pass complete. It's 2nd down now. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Looking for his back. Finds his target. Big time conversion to keep the drive going. First down now from the 30.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. And Kirk, it's Penn State on top as we break for the quarter. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the 2nd period. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Looking to scramble. On the run, he'll let it go. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Brought down just short of the end zone. It'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
First and goal, a great chance to answer that opening touchdown. QB keeper all the way. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Georgia.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
Here comes the point after attempt. And he knocks it right through. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there and booted away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? They'll try the option play here. Pitch to the back. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And the defense is all over the option on this play. That play didn't have a chance from the beginning.
Offense trying to find a way to get this drive going. It's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Receiver makes the grab, and he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Boy, we're just getting started here, and already you can feel a rhythm between the quarterback and the receiver. Nice job again getting back in the pocket, making a nice, accurate throw to one of his top targets.
Empty set now, 5 wide. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Looking for his big tight end. And it's incomplete, just out of reach. A little too much on that throw.
Oh, man, I really like the route here by this wide receiver. Does a nice job of separating, creates some space there. The quarterback, unfortunately, just puts that ball too far out in front of him.
And this one is caught. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
You know, not a lot of room there for the quarterback to operate, but he shows you the accuracy to be able to make that throw and get some yards.
And it's a wildcat look here as they try to convert on 3rd down. The defense has got him, but that wildcat wrinkle earns enough to get the first down.
Nice first down run here by this running back, and these are the kind of situations on 3rd and short that you can gain a lot of momentum, or it can kill a drive and kill the confidence of an offense. Here they pick up the nice first down, which is great, new set of downs, but it also gives you a lot of confidence that you can wear that defense down psychologically.
Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
The pass is caught. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Some really good timing here between the quarterback and the receiver. And how about the receiver downfield? Does a nice job of finding that open space in the zone of the defense. And as a defense, you're just basically throwing your hands up in the air because they had that covered relatively well. Just a good play call and good execution.
The Nittany Lions come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. He's running out of time here. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
Boy, this guy is so much fun to watch. Here, not even on a designed QB run, able to create, use his legs, threaten the defense with his arm, and eventually off the scramble gets into the end zone. Great play.
The kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it's a squib kick taken by one of the up men. Gets it to the 25-yard line. And that's where they'll start the drive. Offense moving to a bunch formation. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback looking to scramble. Tough to shove a sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down himself. Dogs hustle to the line to run the hurry up. First down, looking to throw the football. He escapes the pocket. Going to try to use his legs here.
Well, I always want to see quarterbacks try to pick up some additional yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have got to stay in the game and stay on the field. He's got to be careful out there.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. He'll take a deep shot. Inside the 10, he's still running. They finally get it down at the 10-yard line. Sets up a 1st and goal. What a play.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Georgia now operating in the red zone. He keeps it on the design run. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Makes the catch. Can he get in? They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker. Inches away.
And his defense is doing a really good job here. They're giving up some completions, but the important thing is they're making tackles and keeping this offense out of the end zone. Force them to be able to execute to get this touchdown.
An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. That's a design quarterback keeper. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Dogs.
That's how you close a half off of this offense, leaning on the run game to get into the end zone and setting yourself up to go into half all tied up. What a game we have here.
Point after, up and good. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. So here we go, the first play of the drive. Less than a minute to play before halftime. First down, looking to throw the ball. The pass rush closing in.
That's how you get after the quarterback. This is a great play by the defense, being able to affect the timing between the quarterback and the receiver. And, man, how about the hit at the end of the play? And he laid the hit stick on him there.
And the single back takes the handoff. And the freshman brings him down quickly. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick this away to get the second half going. Kickoff out of bounds. The ball will be spotted up at the 40-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Picks up a short gain, but is swarmed by the defense flying to the football.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Defense is coming after him. Extending the play now. And they get him down, but that's a solid gain there to move the sticks using his feet. And the Bulldogs will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
He rolls out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now.
Well, these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit, and here they go at the tempo, looking to get this defense confused and out of position.
They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be first down from the 14. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. The Bulldogs are in the red zone. Ball handed off. Fights through the tackle.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. It's stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And that will give them the lead now.
Man, this defense coordinator better adjust to this receiver. All they did was get him the ball in space, and you can see what he can do after the catch. One defender will not slow this receiver down today. You better bracket him or use double coverage.
He knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this could really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
They look to throw it here on second down. He's got it with room to run. And he's ruled down after the catch, but it's enough for a first down.
The receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
Bringing pressure. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
What a great job here by this defensive lineman from Georgia, using his hands and his speed to close in on the quarterback and come up with this sack. And they've had some great ones over the years, Chris, as you know, starting with our guy, David Pollack, who had as good a career in his time in Athens as anybody who's ever put on that uniform. Richard Seymour, brilliant career with the Patriots, but it all started in Athens. Jalen Carter, just an enforcer up front. Not even throwing Geno Atkins, but a great career in the interior of that Georgia defensive line.
He'll be brought down to the 46, good enough for a first down.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you get a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Catch made by the tight end. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 25.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Moves out of the pocket. He'll throw it now. Caught by the receiver. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker.
We're in the age of the mobile quarterback, and you saw it right there. The ability to scramble out of the pocket, extend the play, and make passes like that is invaluable to the offense.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Catch made, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Great connection there for 6 points. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
The BAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the third quarter. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. They'll return it from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. And looking to throw now on first down. Running back grabs it on a screen. Moves his way for a first down to the 35.
Well, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
So quickly up to the 35-yard line for first down. Ball handed off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. On the move now. He breaks free. He gets the first and more. They finally make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play to wrap up this third quarter. And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. Let's see how this fourth quarter unfolds. Everything to play for here for both teams. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
What a weapon this quarterback is. He can throw the football. We know he can run. But with this kind of speed, he doesn't just take off. He can pick up big chunks of yards like this here. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Georgia. They jump on top now here in the 4th. Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
BAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. Looking to throw it on first down. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Well, you wonder if the receiver adjusted his route to get closer to that first down line. Whatever he did, it works. Move the sticks.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Grabbed by the receiver. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Off the play fake on first down. Moves to his left now, escaping the pocket. Oh, he makes the catch. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 40. 1st and 10.
It is tough on a defense when a quarterback gets out of the pocket and makes the defense have to decide, are we going to rush him or are we going to stay back in coverage? And there, the quarterback was able to keep looking downfield and find a receiver as the defense scrambled to adjust.
Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
The offense getting closer to a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. And the back now goes in motion. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Pressure is coming. Looks like he's going to run it. Tries to get loose on the scramble, but is brought down after a short gain.
Well, that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, we'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which could open up some passing lanes that weren't there before.
It's an out route, the catch made. They wrap it up after the completion, just short of the first down marker. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Picks up a gain here. They'll stop him just a few inches short of the first down mark.
Well, they go with the pitch here on the option on 3rd down. Good call, but this defense is not fooled at all. Good job of recognizing this and being able to blow that up to now force a 4th down.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to stage a dramatic comeback and win the game late. So here we go. Down 1 score. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Direct snap. No, he didn't make it. They stopped him short on 4th down. The defense rising up here late in this football game to protect this lead. What a play.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop. And
breaks into the clear. Now the 40. Powering through a tackle. Finally brought down to the 12. An explosive play puts him in great scoring position. That should be enough to secure the upset. This team came in the lower-ranked team intent on proving a point, and they've gone out and done that.
What a great way for them to close it out. And really, they played well the entire game and a chance for them to build some momentum. And for the loser, still an opportunity to learn from your mistakes. An opportunity to possibly still make a run and get in position for the postseason.
And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Working clock with the ground game. Both area brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Just keep churning these yards out. Playing with a lead here late in the football game. At the very least, you're thinking about making this a 2-possession game with a field goal. But keep eating that clock.
Design quarterback run. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the 1st down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.